Liam, another week, another heavy defeat, this time at home to Sheffield. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, well, clearly disappointed. Obviously got a hell of a lot to fix up, and we're in a bit of a hole at the minute. So yeah, dejected as a group, and obviously need to come up with some answers, and come up with some answers fast, and ultimately face it head on. Let's not bury our head in the sands and hide away from it. You have tough times in sport, tough times in life, and at the minute that's one of them, one of those for us. And there's only a certain amount of people that are going to be able to get us out of it, and they're not anywhere other than sat in the changing rooms where we were 5 minutes ago.
So 82 points conceded without any reply in the last 3 hours of rugby. Where do you start to put that right?
Well, by working hard, by sticking together, by not going off into little fractions on your own and calling everything out. We're all accountable. Everybody who's involved with the team, you win together, you lose together. The danger when you're losing is to try and look after number one and go into self-preservation mode, which we've showing little signs of, and we need to make sure that we don't. And ultimately, you've got to accept the challenge, which is when you're involved in professional sport, it doesn't all go smoothly, and it's not going smoothly at the minute. You get out of it. You get out of that by working hard. Eventually, you come out of the other side. When that happens depends on how hard you work and how much you work together in a smart way. I don't believe that there's loads technically and tactically, structure and all that sort of stuff wrong. Of course, there's areas we need to look at, but I think it's a bit more deeper rooted than that, and it's down to me to find out what it is and come up with the answers. And as a group, we need to, when we come up with those answers, work hard together and point in the right direction.
No doubt, being the coach, a lot of pressure comes on your shoulders, but do you feel slightly let down by the performance of the players today and also last week in the second half?
I don't feel let down because we're in it together. You know, it's a reflection of all of us, playing group, coaching group, all the staff. It's a reflection of everyone. And like I said, it's no good me saying that we're in it together and then pointing the finger at the players. There's accountability there for all of us. Myself being at the top of that, and I'll make sure I look into what I'm doing and see if the areas I can fix and improve on, which I'm sure there's plenty of. And I know there's plenty of, and I'll work hard towards them, but I'll work hard towards them to help the group out, as I expect everyone within our group to do themselves.
Are there areas now, Liam, that you can identify straight away as the issues?
Well, when you're struggling, it certainly highlights a lot of issues and a lot of things that we need to improve on and areas where we need to sort of strengthen, definitely, without pointing the finger at individuals. I don't believe that there's anyone out there not trying. I think it's more of a case of trying. Are they trying for self-preservation means for themselves, or are they pointing in the right direction as a team, which is what becomes clearer as you have them sort of performances, if that makes sense.
It's fair to say, Liam, I think there was a positive response from the players, certainly during the first 20 minutes of the game. You took the game to the Eagles and you created, I would say, a couple of chances.
Yeah, I don't think there's an issue. Like I said, for me at the minute, it's not technical and tactical and the way we play the game. It's more when we're challenged and we're under pressure, and we get a little bit of adversity, be that through giving away a few penalties or conceding some back-to-back sets or a try or points here and there. We're not responding well to adversity, which when you play together as a team you do, and you don't let that rattle you as much. And unfortunately we're being rattled too much by the bad things that happen to us in a game, which happen to every single team. It's just that when the chips are down, you feel like it's happening more and more often to you, but generally speaking it's not. It's just how you respond to it.
One bright spot today, I think certainly for me and among the fans, was the debut of Ryan Long. He certainly rose to the occasion today, considering it was his debut under difficult circumstances.
Yeah, massively difficult. Yeah, we I thought he were really good and really tough, and everything that we've seen of him and we've been told about him from Leeds, sort of backed up by his performance, wasn't it? Tough young lad who does his job on the wing to the best of his ability, and he's got some talent within that. So I've no doubt in Riley he'll go a long way, and you know, as much as that's disappointing for us as a team, you know, he'll learn a lot from that game, being up against it for pretty much all of his debut. So yeah, I thought he was really good, and I thought a lot of the young lads were really good. I thought Ben Hersey put in a big shift to say it was only his 4th or 5th game, and played in 2 different positions, had loads of energy. Tom Inman again, 80 minutes at 9. Clearly he's doing it tough. He'll be a far better player for this experience, whilst OB's out injured and having to do pretty much all of the game every single week, and he's a tough, resilient character. So there are things that will come out of this period that make some of the players a lot better and a lot stronger, and hopefully we get it the same collectively, and when we do get it right and they start to have the good times, we'll enjoy that and appreciate that we've been through this.
Liam, thank you.
No worries.
Speaking of some of the injuries, how far are some of the bodies to come back? I know Brandon Douglas was named in the squad today. How far away is he?
Yeah, again, it's a funny one with Brandon. We're just taking it a week at a time. We don't actually know. It's been frustrating for him, frustrating for us, and obviously that comes with its own issues. There ain't an awful lot of ways to rotate and get. We've got lads who probably deserve to come out of the team on performance, and we've got lads who probably need to come out because they're carrying knocks, but that is what it is. And again, I keep going back to it, it's a challenge of being a sportsman and being part of a team. You have to go through tough periods, and we'll just keep going from week to week and trying to improve ourselves, and ultimately we'll get what we deserve at the end.
Is there no chance of freshening up with some loan signs from elsewhere, or even more players from Leeds? Because Riley Lund did play really well. The enthusiasm that he showed was good. Could have inspired the rest of the players. But is there a chance to actually get some more bodies in to increase that?
Yeah, there's always a chance. We're always speaking with Leeds and liaising with them on what's not playing in their team. And clearly they're having a few issues of their own injury-wise. 2 players went off, I think, on Friday during the game. And so, yeah, that's constantly something that we're looking at. And in terms of bringing in people from elsewhere, then, you know, there's not an awful lot of movement at the minute, because there's a lot of teams in similar positions with injuries, certainly in Super League and Championship. So yeah, we're always keeping an eye out. But at the minute, it is what it is. We've got what we've got, and we'll work as hard as we can to get out of it.
And lastly, you might have heard the reaction of the fans at the full-time Who. It's a rare occasion that happens. What's your message to them to stick with us and to hopefully turn the tide?
Same as it is to the group. You know, we're in it together. We're, you know, good times and bad times, and you know, I've been an Halifax fan since being a young boy. I know it's full of ups and downs, and yeah, it is. But when we do start turning it around, you know, hopefully we can give them something to cheer about soon, and get behind the lads. But you know, supporters, the true supporters, stick with the team through thick and thin. You know, you get the floating ones and the fickle ones everywhere you go. We're no different at this part of the world, and we appreciate those that support us throughout. If I can get my words out. Yeah, and they're here to get behind the team regardless of how tough we're doing it.